Thank you for tuning in to view our 2018 Blue Glass Awards. My name is Michael Nowens, and I am the festival director and founder of the Blue Whiskey Independent Film Festival. Before we dive into this year's Blue Glass winners, I wanted to take a moment and thank all of the staff that made this year's festival possible. First and foremost, I would like to thank our presenting sponsor, Foxhole Creative, for hosting us this year. Thank you to Josh Myers, Dave Langley, and Tim Frank for coordinating a wide variety of technical and spatial logistics. The Foxhole Creative team has been incredible, and we would have been lost without them this year. BWiFF is a not-for-profit organization overseen by a generous group of individuals who donate their time, resources, knowledge, and so much more to keep this festival going year after year. Thank you to Pat Kubera, Al Iverson, Lewis Green, and our board president, Richard Nowens, for all that you do to support our mission. Throughout the week, John Leggett once again served as our festival MC by welcoming audiences and guiding us through each night of official selections. It is because of John that things go as smoothly as they do. Catherine Siegel took on the indispensable role of our filmmaker liaison, serving as the point of contact for all filmmakers across the globe, coordinating Q&As and assisting with scheduling. Without Catherine's efforts, we would have not been able to have the 20 filmmaker talkbacks that took place this year. Steve Coulter returned as our brilliant head of programming and led a large committee of talented programmers, ensuring all submissions were given thorough consideration, including the near-impossible task of selecting just over 30 films out of hundreds of submissions, while achieving the goal of presenting a diverse collection of powerful stories every night. Ashley and Tony Schiavone are responsible for the wonderful festival photography and Q&A video coverage, which will be made available through our website, social media outlets, and mobile app in the coming week. Finally, J. Spencer Green served as our 2018 judge chairperson once again, assembling a team of talented guest judges. One element that makes BWiFF stand out among other festivals is that our judges are not just a photo and a bio in a program. They each spend the full week among the audience experiencing each film for the first time with a crowd. Emotion in a theater is contagious, and in an effort to preserve the atmosphere of watching films with a community, our judges are sitting there next to you and moderate each Q&A, asking questions of filmmakers for themselves and sparking dialogue among the audience. While we offer a list of 20 potential award categories each year, judges are given the ability to add or subtract categories based on the full program of contending films. I would like to note that the judges have decided to add 2 awards unique to 2018, and they include Best Casting and Best Ensemble. Now, to begin the 2018 Blue Glass Awards ceremony, I will turn it over to J. Spencer Green to introduce this year's judging panel.
Our patrons, staff, and judges are lucky to have this chance to see these wonderful films that otherwise may not be available to audiences on a mass scale. The Blue Whiskey Independent Film Festival strives to bring these films to an audience such as yourself. Our festival is unique in the fact that these judges sit right with the audience, viewing every film in the theater, seeing them for the first time. We are blessed to have a wonderful group of judges, all people whose work in their fields are exemplary. I thank all of them. Pete Geither, Sharon Zarek, and Emily Barber. It has been an honor and pleasure to serve on the jury with them this year, and of course we thank you, the audience, who continue to support independent film. Now to what you're waiting for. Here is Sharon Zarek to present the first award, Best Original Score.
The music score for a film can gently reveal emotional changes a character is experiencing, or can reveal an unexpected piece of information in a mystery. Music scores are often best served organically. The Blue Glass Award for Best Original Score goes to Daniel Elias Brenner for the peculiar abilities of Mr. Mahler.
A good production design makes sure the necessary elements are present. A great design brings character, mood, and many others to further the story. This year's Best Production Design truly created a very specific and different world of where our current world of social media-driven interaction, rather than face-to-face encounters, could be heading in the near future. This year's Blue Glass Award goes to Tanya Hochsider for Love Note.
Fingers tapping on a steering wheel builds to become the sound of hard punches a fighter endures in the boxing ring while the crowd cheers in the background. Sound is more than 50% of many films, and this is a wonderful example of the power of sound design. The Blue Glass Award for Best Sound goes to Gun.
It's said that you make 3 different films when setting out to make a film. There's the film you make in pre-production, the one you shoot in production, and the one that comes out in post. As editing is the last of all these 3 stages, this is the final moment to determine what is working, what isn't, what makes the screen, and what hits the cutting room floor. It also determines pacing and tone and can craft a memorable performance. Half drama, half comedy, the editing for this piece put us in the world of our main character's struggles, but also gave us moments to laugh along the way. With that being said, the Blue Glass Award for Best Editing goes to Anusha Bose for Shame.
Housekeeping. Compliments.
With a beautiful harmony of composition, depth of field, lighting design, and color correction, each story is revealed one shot at a time through the watchful eye of the cinematographer. A standout of captivating cinematic images about a missing boy and the detective who is sent to find him garners the Blue Glass Award for Best Cinematography, which goes to Jan Depart for The Peculiar Abilities of Mr. Mahler.
I have always said that great casting is 90% of getting the film you want. The casting of this film was so perfect in not just the performer's ability, but the matching of the characters seen at 3 largely different ages. We truly believed it was the same person, although it was 6 different actors portraying the 2 lead characters. This year's Blue Glass Award goes to Sarah Trevis for Two Strangers Who Meet 5 Times.
Casting is obviously a key factor in making a great film, but their interactions with each other help convince the audience of the reality these characters live in. Age, gender, performance, and appearance all play a significant role in the acting dynamic. And when all of these elements come together and complement each other so well, you have an elevated story that hits home. The Blue Glass Award for Best Ensemble goes to the cast of Hampy.
Vertelt jij anders eens iets, Thomas?
Er valt echt niet veel te vertellen.
Niet belachelijk doen, hè. We zijn in het holst van de nacht opgestaan om u te komen oppikken. Dan zit jij 3 uur te laat. Het minste wat je kunt doen is ons verheugen met een van de pittige anekdoten.
Ik ben ook wel crazy eigenlijk, zo.
Ja?
Ja?
Wel, er was een manneke en die noemde Ramesh. En hij was geboren zonder armen. Dat betekent daar dat je heel je leven moet bedelen om aan de kost te geraken. Nu hadden die zijn ouders er niet beter op gevonden om dus zijn beentjes over zijn schouders naar zijn rug toe te laten groeien. Zodat het meer zou opbrengen.
An overly pious Catholic grandmother raising a pregnant granddaughter sounds like quite an intense drama. In this case, the actress gave the audience so much space to laugh at her over-the-top antics while remaining charming and fun. She drove the story through various landmark plot points and had us excited to hear what she had to say next. This year's Blue Glass Award for Best Supporting Actress goes to Helena Breen as Brana O'Reilly in The Immaculate Misconception.
She's pregnant.
No question. The thing is, her vaginal
Oh, please, doctor, not so graphic.
her hymen is still intact.
Intact?
There's no sign of penetrative intercourse.
She's still a virgin.
Technically, yes, I suppose you can say that.
Sinead!
Shite, I'm only here.
What did I tell you about stopping out with that orange brat Billy Stewart?
I haven't!
Don't lie to me.
I'm not!
We have an excellent prenatal clinic. If I could just give you some leaflets.
A complicated and unforgiving recovering drug addict seems like a poor choice as a counselor for an alcoholic. But this actor made the audience love him through his harshest critiques and reached beyond the camera to fill the scene with his presence. After watching the film, it's difficult to imagine anyone else playing this role. The Blue Glass Award for Best Supporting Actor goes to Mark Boone Jr. as Jimmy in the film Gun.
Yeah, there has been a real shift in your consciousness, whether you believe that or not. You got 9 days sober as of today. 9 days. Yeah, did you know that?
Yeah.
9 days. Not bad. You could be a potent person. You might even deserve another shot. Maybe. But, I don't think your balls have dropped yet.
You know what? Who the fuck do you think you are talking to me like that? Huh? I'll fucking smash you right here. Nobody will even know about it.
When I let go of what I am, I become what I might be.
In the Best Actress category, we have an amazing and complex role combination: loving mother and drug addict. In this case, the actress seamlessly portrayed overwhelming and selfless protective love for her son while dealing with the incredibly challenging world in which her addiction required her to live. We cared about her at every point in the film, from her highs to her lows. The Blue Glass Award goes to Verena Altenberger as Helga for The Best of All Worlds.
Und was ist, wenn der Befund positiv ist?
Das weiß ich auch nicht, was die Herrschaften dann machen.
Können Sie mir helfen?
Mhm. Ich verschreibe Ihnen Substitul.
Nein, ich will kein Substitul nehmen. Ich will gesund sein, ich will nicht einfach irgendwas anderes nehmen. Ich will kein Substitul.
Ja, dann hätten Sie nicht damit anfangen dürfen. Jetzt müssen Sie schauen, dass Sie langsam rüberkommen. Mehr kann ich auch nicht tun.
Können Sie sich das vorstellen, wie das ist, wenn man in der Früh aufwacht und überhaupt keine Ahnung hat, wie man den ganzen Tag schaffen soll?
Sometimes we will use a special category to recognize young performers who particularly catch our attention. But in this rare case, we have a 9-year-old actor who is deserving of the Best Actor award on his own. He played the young son of a drug addict who has to balance being a kid, living in a drug den, fighting off his demons, both real and imaginary, and saving his mother. This was a riveting performance. The Blue Glass Award goes to Jeremy Milliker as Adrian for The Best of All Worlds.
Adrian, der Verlierer muss saufen. Was ist denn los?
Wie Sie sehen, sind Sie immer noch in der Firma. Danke.
Ja! Der Verlierer muss saufen. Adrian, das ist so. Doch, der Verlierer muss saufen.
Every story starts with a blank page, but how it unfolds and concludes makes all the difference. The overall arching story and quick comic bits throughout this short comedy were absolutely delightful. The Blue Glass Award for Best Screenplay goes to Simon Riley and Michael Gahagan for The Immaculate Misconception.
Sinead has always been a good girl. Not the full shell, I'll admit, but...
I can't hear you.
Why would she start lying now?
Many of these have you had the day?
All I'm saying is, if she's pregnant, which she is, and if she's still a virgin, as it seems she is, then it could be immaculate. It could be a sign. The Virgin Sinead.
Just accept the facts. She's made a mistake. She wouldn't be the first teenager around here to get herself knocked up.
So you're just going to sit in the long grass and do nothing? Why am I not surprised?
Where are you going?
For a second opinion, you can make your own tea.
A director has the ardent task of communicating all of the aspects of filmmaking to his or her entire cast and crew. This next story was drawn from personal experience and shared with true authenticity, in front of and behind the camera. The Blue Glass Award for Best Director goes to Adrian Goiginger for The Best of All Worlds.
Wenn ich Frau Gleitpeter hätte sicher, war das sicher Ninja geworden.
Du, ich muss dir was sagen.
Was denn?
Du schaust am Morgen mal einen Hort an, okay?
Was? Bitte tu mir's nicht an. Bitte
Mausi,
nicht.
Mausi, bitte tu nicht so, wie wenn das eine Strafe war.
Das ist eine Strafe. Ihm hat es so scheiße.
Scheiße sagt man nicht.
Ich will nie wieder Krocher in der Schule mit. Und immer mein Zimmer zusammenräumen. Bitte nicht.
Das ist nicht wegen die Krocher. Schau mal, ich muss mir einen Job suchen und ich muss mich um voll viele andere Sachen kümmern und ich kann die nicht die ganze Zeit allein lassen.
Der Günther kann doch auf mich aufpassen.
Nein, kann er nicht.
Wieso nicht?
So halt, du schaust dann zumindest einmal an. Punkt aus.
Nein, Gellenhort, du bist so scheiße.
Sag einmal. Hey, reiß dich mal zusammen.
Ich Gellenhort.
Hey!
Ich Gellenhort. Hort!
It can be challenging to tell a character-driven story within the short confines of a music video. While music videos often deal with issues of love, this particular video turns the standard marriage scene on its head with a madcap romp as the couple's friends try to force the bride and groom to actually go through with their ceremony. The Blue Glass Award goes to See You Soon.
I'm sick and tired of saying I'll see you soon. Oh, I'll see you. Oh, I'll see you soon. I'll see you. Oh, I'll see
When seeing documentaries at the festival, I love the fact that I so often come away thinking, who knew? A good documentary takes us into a world that we may not know well and compels us to care. In this year's winning documentary, the film explored the fascinating people in the world of professional wrestling in England, including the creator organizers, the wrestlers, and the fans. The Blue Glass Award for Best Documentary goes to This Is Progress.
In the space of 4.5 years, we've gone from doing shows in front of 350 people to regularly doing shows in front of 700 people.
We injected our own personality, our own interests, and our own ethos into the way that we ran Progress from the start.
The joy you get from, the end of a football game when your team's won and it's like, that was incredible. The end of a chapter show, you can get that same sort of feeling of like, that was something special, we've witnessed that.
For the Best Narrative Short Drama, we have a film that beautifully and seamlessly dealt with issues of perception, race, power, and humanity by exploring random accidental meetings of two people from childhood to old age, and how those encounters resulted in radically different relationships. The Blue Glass Award goes to Two Strangers Who Meet 5 Times.
Are you done?
Hi, Alistair. I'm Samir.
You had an office with, is it green curtains?
I'm really sorry. I don't remember.
Don't remember you.
Everyone loves to laugh. The Best Narrative Short Comedy brings all the elements together of humorous and well-crafted story and script, spot-on direction, and believable and wonderfully portrayed characters to fully immerse the audience in bliss. This year's Blue Glass Award goes to The Immaculate Misconception.
Cars outside.
Oh, the waves crashing and the tide pulls out.
Off then.
It's an angry sea, but there is no doubt that the lighthouse will keep shining out to warn the lonely sailor. And the light
Every baby's a miracle, the work of God.
I swear on the Holy Bible.
Till there's nothing left.
It's your mommy, and she was just about to have you.
But I am ready for the storm.
Don't you go putting that lot in there before our Sinead. You made that mistake once before. Remember how that turned out?
Many times watching a film, you are immediately pulled in, engaged, and captivated. This Best Narrative Feature film's true story of a young boy's life in the unusual world of his drug addict mother and their love of each other grabbed us and never let us go. The Blue Glass Award goes to The Best of All Worlds.
Nou, dan mis mijn strafzwing. Achso, Marcy. Pass auf auf mij.
Ich hätte das jetzt eigentlich nicht sagen dürfen, dass die von der Putzbehörde sind, okay? Das ist geheim, gut? Also du darfst nichts zu denen sagen, dass du das weißt, gut? Und du musst ganz nett zu denen sein, okay? Weil die sind nicht schon arm genug, weil sie keine Seele haben, okay?
Passt.
Gut, also du aber gleich weg.
This year brought an incredibly passionate crowd of filmmakers to the Blue Whiskey Independent Film Festival screenings. It was such a joy for us as judges to watch as the audience laughed and cried through the various pieces. And every year, the audience has the opportunity to pick their favorite. And this year, the Blue Glass Award for Audience Favorite goes to Ice Blue.
This place is killing you.
You've hidden my whole life from me. What other secrets are you keeping, Judge?
You can't have her! You hear me?
A film which best puts all the elements of filmmaking together to bring us a cohesive, wonderful story with characters that drive us through their journey entirely from the beginning to the end is a goal at the Blue Whiskey Independent Film Festival. Again, this year, we had so many wonderful films, making the choices in all the categories extremely difficult for the judges to choose just one winner. But that is our job. This year's winner had characters that moved us as we were drawn into their environment. The acting, direction, writing, production design, score, and cinematography were exemplary in our Best of Fest winning film. This year's Blue Glass Award goes to The Best of All Worlds.
Looks like me and you.